Okay, TLB time.
Toplist Thursday.
It's time again. And now I guess we're moving back to looking at, Eldritch Moon related and formats and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I guess we can watch, we're going to look at 5 decks that seem sweet that has, I guess, emerged since Eldritch Moon.
In standard.
Yeah, in standard. This is, I guess, top 5, not top 5 best decks.
No, but the top 5 coolest decks.
Or something.
Newest decks.
Coolest new decks that we like.
Yep. So for number 5, we have the blue-black zombies.
Yeah.
That played well on the Pro Tour. It actually went 7-2.
Yeah, with one guy.
You play Crypt Breaker, you play Relentless Dead, Priced Amalgam, and Haunted Dead.
Yeah.
Those are like the
Haunted Dead, Priced
cards.
Amalgam thing is the... even if you can self-mill and... we saw someone get out like 2 Priced Amalgams and a token and a Crypt Breaker.
Yeah, turn
3 or something. So you can do pretty cool stuff with it.
And then you have the Voldaren Pariah that...
can work as a big finisher and killing stuff. Dark Salvation is a cool card with a lot of zombies, and Liliana obviously for...
Yeah, the synergy, that's the cool thing about this deck.
And maybe some cards like Crypt Breaker and that actually dies to opposing Lilianas. I've heard that they didn't work that good at the Pro Tour. So maybe people are moving away from the 1 toughness creatures.
Sure.
But it's still a cool combo synergy tribal.
It looks cool. So number 4.
I guess finally Delirium has made its way. We were talking about this when we were doing the set reviews, that we thought that Black-Green Delirium would be a good deck in standard, and it sure is, because it was everywhere at the Pro Tour, in the top 8, doing well for different teams. And
it got a Planeswalker in Liliana, which is very good.
Yeah.
And it got the 2-mana instant Grapple with the Past.
And for those who like it, they got Grim Flayer. Some people are going more aggro Delirium and using creatures and they can curve out and just kill people. And some are going more deep with I guess Traverse, Grapple, Vessel, and skipping the creatures.
Yeah, and just go for Emrakul, which normally you would probably play this in a ramp deck, but since Emrakul works with Delirium, you play Emrakul in a Delirium deck. So.
Because if you go more, I guess you could go Grim Flayer, Mindrack Demon, and maybe just have 1 Emrakul and have the Traverse, and some of them maybe play more than 1 Emrakul and just focus on filling up the graveyard and going fast towards it.
But it's black-green, it's Delirium, and I think it's here to stay.
Yeah,
it looks like
for
that.
now. I mean, it uses Liliana. It's one of the decks that uses Liliana the best, and she is pretty broken. 3 mana, doing good stuff, keeping decks like Spirits and Humans at bay, since she kills everything. That's 1 toughness.
And okay, so that's number 4. And number 3, we have the Temur Emerge deck.
Because there are actually 2 different.
There are two different kinds. They are working with Delirium in a way, because they get things into the graveyard.
And they both have Emrakul in the deck, and obviously Kozilek's Return.
But they also the one deck plays Elder Deep Fiends, Wretched Gryphs. They play more creatures.
Yeah, and they try to chain Deep Fiend into Deep Fiend into Deep Fiend with the Sanctum of Ugins.
And the other one plays more Emrakuls and are more focused to get to Emrakul.
That's the main goal. If you look at Pantheon's deck that Owen Turtenwald made the finals with, they have 3 Emrakuls and ways to get it, and more card types to get into the graveyard. And they really try to self-mill with Vessel and Gather the Pack and Grapple with the Past. So they have all of the...
They played less creatures and more spells.
Yeah,
basically.
and the one that Andrew Brown made top 8 with, I heard him talking about the deck himself, and he was talking Emrakul was not the main goal.
No.
It's more about Elder Deep Fiend. And he often just won by playing the first one, tapping down stuff, attack, play another one,
sacking the land,
tapping stuff, get back,
sure.
And then they were just dead.
And if he mills something, he can get one back with grapple, and then it's the chain.
And on the Pro Tour, they just grouped these two decks together and just called it the same deck. And afterwards, I've heard that you can play the Pro Tour Gauntlet on Magic Online, and then they just took Owen's deck.
Okay.
And Under Brown and the guys were a bit sad that they did not see the big difference.
Yeah, it's a pretty big difference.
We're doing the same here, but we're also saying that there is a big difference.
Sure.
But they're still called Team Merge, so we grouped them also. And they look cool.
Yeah, it looks like you can have a lot of fun playing it, because you don't only ramp to Emrakul.
No, I would prefer the Deep Fiend focused one, because it's more of a tempo deck, and I like that type of decks more than just super hard self-mill play Emrakul and win the game. It sounds sweet, but a bit boring.
I guess it's boring to watch, but it's a lot of fun to play Emrakul and win.
I've even done it in limited, so it's a fun thing.
Yep.
But we move on, and talking about thing, on number 2 we have the blue-red thermo thing deck. It's basically blue-red
blue-red Feathered Visions.
Yeah, Feathered Visions, spells. I mean, you have Thing in the Eyes, Thermo Alchemist, and Fevered Visions. And Jace, for example. I mean, all of those are just for either doing damage, getting the horror into play, or looting.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of the deck is just spells and Fevered Visions.
They're playing Collective Defiance, Fiery Tempers, Incendiary Flows, all the burn stuff.
And Fiery Impulse, Lightning Axe. I mean, it's removal and burn spells that goes to the face, card filtering, and also the enchantment that just usually is on their favor, because they need more gas and the opponent might be slow and delirium dirty.
Yeah, if you get stuck on lands or something for just one turn, it's basically over. Yeah. So it's I think this is a deck I would like to play.
I think so too. And maybe it's also a bit boring to only play this deck, but it looks good. I think it's a good playable deck. So I guess we'll move on now to number 1.
Yes, and there we have the newest deck on the block, I guess. The Grixis Cat Pact.
And it's still yesterday's news, because I guess it was this weekend.
Yeah, but there's not many people that play it yet.
No, maybe not.
We watched the Magic Online list on
the metagame
breakdown, and in that breakdown there was only one deck. So
that could be lagging a bit. But
sure,
it's a sweet deck. Finally, someone is doing something with
Demonic Pact. And I have a foil Demonic Pact.
You had it all the time, and you were just like, I always get the foil myths that don't do anything. But maybe now it's going to get worth something.
Maybe I can give it away in next giveaway.
Maybe if this. I guess I saw LSV play this on stream. I think yesterday, and he got beaten up pretty much against a lot of decks. But he was also saying he wasn't playing it perfectly because it was new for him too. He just scrambled it together and ran it into a friendly whatever. It's
basically a control deck. You have all the sweepers, you have all the removal because you're playing Grixis.
Yeah.
And you have some counter spells. There are not many, but you have like...
You can board in a big blue package of all counter and control cards.
Mm-hmm. And then you basically win with... You win with Demonic Pact and Harmless Offering.
Yeah, so you're offering a kitten, and the next turn, if they can't do anything, they just lose the game from the trigger.
And when I first saw this... I thought I think it was a GP. I thought that it wouldn't be good against Banned Company because Banned Company plays you have to sacrifice an enchantment.
Yeah, but
they're playing that. I didn't know the deck list by then, but they're playing Oath of Jace and Oath of Chandra, so they're protected.
Yeah, there's always another enchantment in play, basically. I mean, as I saw it yesterday, it was often 2 other enchantments in play, or double pacts and 2 other enchantments.
And when you look at the Delirium decks and stuff, they don't have anything that really can handle an enchantment.
No.
The black-white control deck, they have Exile. But they only have like 2 or 3 copies maybe of that card.
That's like the deck that is trying to have answers for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, no deck is best against all the other decks.
No.
There's always a corner where you're a bit worse.
Yep.
But I mean, we're not saying this is the best deck, but it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It's cool that someone finally built something with the Demonic Pact, because the card itself is very powerful.
Yeah, and it did the top 8 something. The Grand Prix Portland or...
Yeah.
It did top 8 there, yeah.
Yep.
So, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then it actually came from nowhere.
Yeah, the guy that top 8'd it, I think he built it.
Even though people understand that Harmless Offering and the Demonic Pact obviously is a combo.
Sure.
You have to build the shell around it, otherwise you just die.
Mm-hmm.
And the deck seems good.
Yeah.
So, I guess that was all for the...
That was a top list this week.
Yeah.
We will try to do more drafts.
Yeah, we got together today to actually do a draft, but then we forgot about the scheduled maintenance.
Yeah,
so
damn maintenance.
It's in Sweden. It's like 2 more hours, and then it's just too late.
Yeah,
because you're going up hunting tomorrow.
4 a.m.
For deer, not Pokemon.
No, not this time.
Yeah, but that was some of the new decks that has, I guess, emerged since Eldritch Moon, and that. We think looks sweet.
Yeah, we think so.
So
we'll see you for the next draft, I guess.
Yeah, we'll try to do a few more pretty soon.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.